السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Do you hear me well? Okay, we got yes, sir. So, let me first, before I start today, I tell you just my voice will not be clear today. I got cold, so if you don't hear my voice clear, okay, tell me and I'll repeat it again. Okay. خليني أقولها بالعربي بقى. صوتي صعب النهارده شوية، معلش يا شباب، عندي برد كده. أنا هحاول أشرح معاكم حتى عربي شوية عشان الدنيا تبقى واضحة. لو في أي حاجة ما فهمتوهاش قولوا لي عيدها، بس لو الصوت مش تمام. خلونا نبدأ النهاردة برضو قبل ما نشتغل الجزء بتاعنا. أول حاجة نعملها كده ناخد ريفيو سريع على الكونتنت بتاعت الأسبوع ده، وبعد كده إن شاء الله ناخد شوية عملي، وفي الآخر خالص نبدأ نجرب نحل شوية أسئلة، لأن الشابتر ده عليه مجموعة أسئلة كويسة قوي، ممكن نبدأ نجرب نشتغل عليها إن شاء الله. خلينا let's first start with our chapter today. We're discussing this week chapter 4, I think. Okay. In chapter 4, we are discussing JavaScript, the first dynamic programming language we use in our web pages will be JavaScript. We first introduced JavaScript as an interpreted language. Okay, do we now mean what does it mean an interpreted language? Also, we discussed what does it mean a script language. It's a very small language, very simple, but the efficiency can be considered as a disadvantage for a JavaScript, as we discussed in the lecture. Okay, so we need just to know the main properties of JavaScript. You can have a theoretical question asking you what is the main properties of JavaScript. You can answer that in interpreted language, script language, what does it mean script, advantage and disadvantage, and so on. This is the first introduction to the JavaScript in the chapter. After that, we were discussing JavaScript syntax. Okay, in the JavaScript syntax, we found that we can write an inline script, okay, or we can write our script in the head tag or in a separated file and import it. Okay, in all these ways, let me get a new page. You must go in your HTML page and write script tag. Okay, inside the script tag, you must specify a major property, which is the type. You must specify the type property, and it should be text. Okay, you are writing the text of type JavaScript. So it's text / Java script. It's very important to specify the type of your script. Okay, if you write your code, you can just close the tag and write any code you want, and at the end just close the script tag. Okay, otherwise, which is much better, no, you don't write your code here, you just add a new attribute, which is source, and in the source you type the URL. Okay, excuse me just a minute. Sorry for that. Let's continue. Okay, you hear me now? Hear my voice now? Okay, sorry. Let's continue. As I was telling you, the best way is to write your JavaScript in an external file with extension .js or JavaScript. Okay, and you just in the script tag in your HTML5, you use the attribute source and import the file you need using a relative URL. Remember, you must use relative URL. Usually we can create in our root, in your root on the web server, you just create a folder called scripts, and you can put all your script file inside this folder and link it to your files. Okay, that's how it can be done. The best way we discussed to write and JavaScript is to use function. One of the major uses is to make function. You just create function using the keyword function, and the name of the function. Specify any type of parameters you need. Inside the function, you can type whatever code you want. Okay, this is the best way to run your JavaScript. Inside the JavaScript, we were discussing how we can write, how the code can be done. Okay, we said that exactly the code in JavaScript looks like the Java code you have learned in the two courses, in the previous two courses, CS140, CS141. Okay, but we have some changes. We discussed that we can again define variables, but we can only use a word called var. We can use the word var to initiate or define a new variables. Okay, and we discussed that all the variables by default will be local variable. All the variables will be local variable, but you can make a global variable by defining your variable outside the function. If you define the variable outside the function, it can be global. After that, we discuss a different operator. Okay, and I think all of you know the operator. It's the main operator you have in Java: plus, minus, divide, remainder, equal, not equal, greater than, less than. All of this and shift. All of these operators can be applied inside the JavaScript. Okay, then we discussed objects. That any variable, anything you define in Java can be an object. You can specify any properties for an object, any method for an object, or delete it dynamically. We don't have classes. We cannot create class in JavaScript and make objects from a class. No, you can dynamically create an object and create the properties and the methods you need to use. Okay. We got after that discussing arrays. What does it mean, array? All of you know the array, how we can create an array just using the keyword new array. If you remember, we can use the the keyword new array to define any array you want of any size. And we said that the size of the array is dynamic. It cannot be changed. It can be increased anytime. Okay, you can increase the size of your array. Also, the array can accept data of any type. It can be integer, string, float, anything. It is acceptable to be inside the array. Then we discussed that in the slide and in the chapter. You will have a full list of the built-in objects in JavaScript. And it's very important to just look at it. You will have many tables at the end of the chapter containing all the built-in method or the major built-in method used in JavaScript for string, for dealing with the string, for dealing with the different variable types. Okay. For mathematics operation, all of these built-in objects and methods, you can make a review on it. And at the last, which is most important, we are going inshallah to discuss today, regular expression. How we can create a regular expression to test any variable content through the regular expression. We can create a new regular expression, test this regular expression. Okay, we test any variable content. It is written according to the regular expression or not. So we can validate any data input from the user. We can validate if we need input telephone number and email, anything like that. Okay. This is a major point we discussed in the chapter. I hope it's all clear for you. So anyone have any question in this part before we go to the practical work? Anyone have anything to ask? Okay. Okay. Okay, let me start with you. I'll start sharing the screen. Okay. In a minute. Okay. I just opened the Dreamweaver in order the screen to be ready. Okay, so give me a minute. 2 minutes. Okay, here is it. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing the screen with you now. If you see the screen of Dreamweaver in the desktop, okay. You see it? All of you see the screen? Okay. Okay, let me start. First of all, I'll just try to open my root, which is 17, yes, the root address. I already run the Apache, so here is the web page. This web page we were working on it on the last virtual. Okay, I just add something. I'll remove all of this now. So let me get it. I think it's let me just remove the content. Okay, let me back again with you. Okay, here's that is a web page we were working for in the last virtual lecture. Okay, here's it. I think I didn't save. Let me save the file. And let's here go refresh. Okay. First, let's try a very simple JavaScript, and we will go over more details. First of all, we can just write a script tag. If you remember, you can open a script tag. Inside the script tag, we said that the most important attribute you need to type, you need to make is type attribute, and you need to specify text JavaScript. Okay, and after that, you can you need to close the script. You can write your codes directly here or in outside the JavaScript file. I'll try to put it here. Let's first try the very simple method in the example in the lecture window, right? Dot alert, and you type any message. Test. I'll type this message on the screen. Okay. Here, as you see, I put my script at the end of the body before I close the body tag. So the page should be loaded first, and then we got our okay. Sorry, we got our JavaScript run. Let me open the page, and let's go here, type it. As you see, the screen has loaded, and then we have a dialog box here called test. I have a dialog box, a prompt alert box asking me a test. Okay. Let me get you to show a very important difference. If I just cut this from here and put this script inside the head, and I'll put this script inside the head. I'll go again to the browser and just load the page. Do you see what will happen? I have the alerts first while the page has not been loaded yet. The page is not loaded. So you have the script, okay, deal with it, run it, and after that you got your page load. That is the difference if you run your script in the head or inside the body. Okay, when the page will need to be loaded, we must or we need the page to be loaded first, and then we got to deal with our script. Okay, so as I told you, we recommend to put all your script at the end of the page. Instead, except the case you write your script in a function. If you write your script in functions, okay, you can put it, usually we put it in the head, and then we call the function when you need to run. Okay, let me just get the difference between window.alert and window.prompt. I need you to know the difference between the alert and the prompt. Okay, here you can type any text also, test, like that, and I'll save and go reload the page. You will see a dialog box, but here's this dialog box asking you an input. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you, Muhammad. But let's first see the difference between the prompt and the alert. The prompt will ask you for some input. You need to input, and then you enter OK. Like Muhammad, you were asking that putting in the head, okay, to make a login failure. Usually in a login page, okay, the script will run in a function. The script will run in a function. So it doesn't differ where the script is. Usually it is preferred to write all your code inside functions, and since your code inside the function, it will not be run until an event, until a button calls this function. So it doesn't differ. It is in the head, it's in the bottom of the page. It will not matter in that case. Okay. Let me get you an example. Let me try an example with you. I just get this example off. Okay, and we have a script. Let's get a small input. Okay, I'll just go here, insert a new sorry for my voice. I just insert a new form text field, as you see. I just insert a text field, call it text1, for example. Okay, here is it, as you see. And after it, I'll just insert a button. Okay, I insert a default button, not a submit button, just a button type. Okay, and let's name it click me. This is just the name of the button. Okay, and as you see again, here is the button. Okay, here is the button, as you see. You can specify a name or a value for the button as you wish. Let me type the name, anything, press. Clicks me. Okay. Let's try a very simple script. Okay. Let me try a very simple script. I need here this script. Let's say if you should write your name here, and when you click on the bottom, it appears on a dialog box. When you click on the bottom, your name appears on the dialog box. So first of all, you need to make a function. So I get here a function and name it anything, get name. Okay, as you see here, I wrote a function here. You use a keyword function, the name of the function, then between the parentheses write what you need. Okay, let's make a variable str for string. Okay, I defined the variable string, and I need now to get the data written inside this dialog box. I need to get the data inside this dialog box. First of all, I need to read a data inside the JavaScript. You should get this an ID. So I write here ID text1. I'll give it an ID instead of a name. I get an ID. Okay. And just here I'll say string equal. Okay. You can use a very useful object which is document. Document is a very good object. We will use it a lot. Okay. Document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID. I need which ID? I need an element. The ID is text1. I need element with where the ID is text1. Okay. And I need what? I need to get a value. I need to get the value of this item. Sorry. Okay. I need to get the value. So I just type. Okay. What happened here? I'll just get document. The document is the web page. It's an object for the web page. And I ask a method get element by ID. Get me the element which ID is named text1. Get me the element whether its name is text1. Okay, so you text1. I read it strongly. Okay, and I ask to get the value of this item and put it in string. Now I can say window dot alert. Okay, and put string on the screen. And ask it to put the string on the screen. Let's save the page and let's go run our web page. Okay, first of all, nothing has run, right? There is nothing here happened because you didn't call any JavaScript yet. Okay, if you see, you have your JavaScript inside a function. You didn't call in this function. You didn't have any call for this function. So how can I call a function? I can go to the bottom. Okay, let me go to the bottom. Just get value, press. Just name the bottom anything. Okay, this is the name of the bottom. Just press. Okay, you can get an action for the bottom. Okay. Sorry. Just a minute. Again, sorry for that. Let's continue. As I was saying, I need to get an action, an event for the bot. So I just type here an attribute called onClick. Okay, let me get the list called attribute, and let's say onClick. I told here that this bottom onClick, I need to run a function. This function called getName. So what is saying here? When anyone has an event called onClick on this input, on this bottom, run a function, a script function called getName. Run a script function called getName. So let's save, let's run our code, and now let's type anything. Let me try to type anything, SU, and press the button. As you see, when I press the button, it's called, you click on the button. So here, it will get the function to run, get this function to run. The function reads the input you put and put it in the alert, put it in this dialog box. Okay? Is this example clear? Okay. Muhammad. Okay. Very good. Let's try some change. Let me get some change. Instead of window.alert, no, I don't want to say window.alert. Let's try something. It's very useful. Document. Let's try this. Document dot write. I'll ask here. Document dot write. You can write a complete line or a markup language as you wish. I'll ask him document dot write string. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Again, I reload the page, type anything, and just press. Did you see what happened? We completely overwrite the page. It's very important. This method is very important. The method document.write. It overwrites all the body, all the content you have. So it gives you a complete new page, as you see. Let's go again. A complete new page with this content. A complete new page with the content you write. Okay? It's different. Let's try another method, which is write line. Write line is different. Okay? Write line is a different method. Let's try to check what is the difference. Let's try it. Let me get here again, reload the page, and write anything, and just press. Okay, it just overrides the same. Okay. Oh, we can write a tag. But let me open this tag with you. Check it. Can you make a link for the symbol? What you mean, Muhammad? No, what do you mean for a log of data entry? You need the history of the data or what? So, Muhammad, you need all the history? Again, sorry. The history of the data you have been written or what? Yeah, you mean all the items I write here in this text box and I just press and type again and press and I get this history or what? That's what you mean? No, really. Remember one thing. If you write anything on this page, as I told you before, HTTP okay, and HTTP protocol is a stateless protocol. It doesn't store anything about you, okay? It doesn't store anything. I think you mean you mean you need a script for autocomplete. If I start type here, it appears to autocomplete my history, or is that right? Ah, okay, okay. It's another thing. Okay. For autocomplete, it's very simple. We have already in HTML5 an autocomplete property for the text box. Also, you can make a small script for that. Okay, I can give you a small script for giving autocomplete, complete all the history of your word. But remember one thing, all this data for the autocomplete, this history, will be stored on your browser, on your web browser in the cache. If you clean the cache of your browser, you will lose all of that. All of this, the autocomplete is a feature in the browser, in the new browser, Google Chrome, Firefox. It's a feature. They store all this data, and you can write a script to get this data from the cache. Okay, it doesn't have to deal. It not deal with HTTP protocol. It just deal with your browser capability. Okay, let me get another example. Okay. Let me get something very important. Like, suppose here I have, let's say, a paragraph with ID anything equal M. Okay, and inside this paragraph you type anything test slash B. Okay, here is just a paragraph. Type. I need now, when the user runs the page and type anything here, okay, I need that to be written in this paragraph. I need this to be shown in the paragraph ID. Okay. Again, give me a minute, just a minute. Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, sorry, is this problem with the voice? Again, sorry. You hear me now? Okay. Again, I was saying I just use the same method, the same object document. Inside document, I'll also get the same method, get element by ID, but in this case, I get the element with IDM, which is this paragraph, and I'll say dot inner HTML, okay, inner HTML equal, for the inner HTML inside this, equal the string, okay. Let's go to the page and reload it. As you see here, the paragraph contains the word test. If I go here now and just type anything and press, you see, you changed the content of this paragraph. Okay, here is how you can change. It's much better than document.write. I make it that to differentiate it with document.write. In document.write, we overwrite all over the page. It's not recommended, so I can just write inside any paragraph, inside any HTML tag using the ID. I say documents.get elements by ID, specify your ID, and inside inner HTML you type whatever you want. Okay? Okay, again, this is simple. This example is clear. By this way, okay, let me tell you, by this way you can make any equation. You can make equation. Suppose here you enter a number and you want to get the square of this number. You can just type, after you get your number, string equal string multiply string, or we can say, if you remember, multiply equal, right? We can write it like that. And I can go to my page, reload it, and so let's type 5, press, okay, we got the square, we got 25. You can make any equation, you can make any number of equation. You can use for loop, you can use if, any equation you need to use, you can use it here inside the JavaScript, okay? Is that clear? Okay. Let me get first an example. It's important on the, go to the page here again, and let me get you an example on the regular expression. It's very important to have an example, okay, on the regular expression. We have many methods to validate regular expression, but let me get you a simple way and a hard way, okay? Let me try a simple one and okay, I'm just close the window from the dream river anymore. Okay, so we need to get this. Let me get this JavaScript on the screen. Okay. Okay, let me discuss this screen with you. As you see here, I have a very small function called validate email. It accepts a variable, which is a mail, okay, to validate. And here what happened? Here is the important thing. Here it say if, and he got a regular expression as you see. Here is a regular expression. He just writes the regular expression directly. He didn't make a variable to store the regular expression and then put the name of the variable. It's the same case. You can just put your regular expression direct, or you can make a variable, put your regular expression inside it, and then call the test method. He gets the regular expression, calls the test method, okay, and test it according to some value he reads from the page. Okay, and he say, if this okay, he turn it true. Otherwise, else, alerts, he will get a message for the user, you have entered invalid email address and return false. Okay, let me check this. This is the important. What he writes here. Okay, let me get this in some detail. I just get the regular expression, okay, with you, and we will discuss it in detail together. Okay, here as you see, the regular expression, as we said before, the regular expression must start with slash, end with slash. As you see, it started with slash, ended with slash. And it must, after the slash, we have here the start of string and the dollar signs for the end of string. Okay, so any regular expression should start like that and end like that. Okay, this is very important. Any regular expression start with this and end with this. This is the start and end. And then here he said what? He write slash w. Anyone remember what slash w mean? What does it mean slash w? In the regular expression we discussed slash w slash s slash d, right? Slash w, what does it mean? Muhammad is with us today. Very good. Ma'am, where are you today? Okay, right. Great, Muhammad. All the letters 1, 0 until 9, and A to Z, small and capital, okay, and the underscore slash W mean all of that, okay, 0 to 9, A to Z, capital and small, and the underscore. So here he told the regular expression saying you get a value, an email must start with a letter with this, okay, with these values from 0 to 9, A to Z, or underscore, and then one letter, okay, here, sorry, one character, here is mean one character, only one character, plus, and after this one character, it can have, as you see, these two parentheses, any of these variables. Okay, if you open two parentheses like this, okay, let me get it here. If I open two parentheses here like this, here inside this parentheses, you can specify any type of character you need. You can say, I need number from 2 to 3. So you must enter 2 or 3 only. If you type 2 to 6, you can type 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. Okay? But between these two parentheses, you can specify whatever character you need. Here in these two parentheses, he specified, as you see, he opened the parentheses and put slash. Oh, if you put a slash, it means you after it you will get a special character. After this slash, you will get a special character. So you will have dot or dash, which is minus. Okay. Here I told the regular expression after the regular character slash W, you will accept a variable can be a character can be dot, can be slash, and close. And what question mark? This question mark means that you can have only one dot or one dash. Only one. It cannot be repeated. Only one. It means that you cannot have an email M dot dot. No. It can must M dot, and after this dot, this is the question mark. You can have another slash D. Slash W, sorry, slash W. Another character. As Muhammad said before, from 0 to 9, A to Z, you can have any character. And the plus sign, it means that all of this can be repeated any number of times. This can be repeated, okay, any number of times, slash W can be repeated any number of times. After this, he closed the parentheses and put asterisks. Type. And asterisks mean all of that can be repeated. One or more sign. All of that can be repeated one or more. Okay, plus can be repeated 0 or more, while multiply asterisks can be repeated 1 or more. Did you see that? Let me get an example of my email. M dot, okay, this is not my email. Let's say M dot SEU at anything. Okay, this is a small example, m.scu. If I have this, according to the regular expression, it must first start with slash w, a letter. Okay, here we start with a letter, which is m. After the letter, we need to go check if you have dot or dash or character. Okay, after the first letter, yes, I have dots. Okay. After the dot, you must have character, slash w again. I have character here, S. Okay, this is slash w. After I have another character, slash w. Okay, after I have another character, slash w. So here is the regular expression of this email. This can be tested according to that, and this work okay. So here is the first word. Did you understand? I know it's difficult for the first time. You will not have something like that in the exam. It's very difficult. But I need you to know how to read regular expression. Okay? You got it? Okay, very good. With us. What does it mean one time? Ah, yes. Again, so right. We have plus, we have asterisk, we have question mark. Question mark, this character will be only one time. The character will be only one time. Okay? This is the question mark. Okay? The character will be only one time. Plus, the character will get one time or more. one time or more. Asterisk, the character will get 0 time or more. You can't have this at all, or you can have it any number of times. Okay? So if you have a character, you need to repeat any number of times. Okay, you can have plus or asterisk. Accordingly, you need 0 or at least 0 or at least 1. This is plus, asterisk, and a question mark. Like after this, which should be the username, we must get what? At, the at operator. So we should write an at. The email must have this at. And after the at, we should have the domain name. The domain name should look like exactly the username, the same format. A character, it can be have dot, dash, and another characters. Okay, here is the domain. Okay, it doesn't matter with us. After that, this is the important. See here, check this. Here write slash dot. It must here have a dot. We must, after the domain, have a dot. After add, SEU, we must have dot to the domain name. We must have dot, right? So here is a slash dot to get this dot. And after this, we should have com, right? Org, net, anything. So I specify slash W, I have character. This character should be repeated 2 or 3 times only. This slash W should be repeated 2 or 3 times only. So again, it's very important now. If you need to specify a character to be repeated 1 time, use question mark. If you need to specify a character to be repeated 1 or more, use plus. 0 or more, use asterisk. If you need to specify how many times, let's say 3 times. You open parentheses, write 3. If you need to be repeated 3 or 4, so you open parentheses, type 3, 4. So the character repeated 3 or 4. If you need to repeat 2 or 3, like open a parentheses, 2 or 3. And usually the domain name, the extension of the domain should be 2 or 3, right? It should be com, org, edu, sa, anything like that. According to this regular expression, this can be validated an email. Okay? You got this? I know it's hard, but we need to remember this. Just you need to know that question mark, plus, okay, asterisk, parentheses for the number of repetition, slash W, slash D, slash S for the character you have, parentheses to specify any type of character. I can specify parentheses like here, from B dash Z. So I'll accept any character from B to Z. I need to accept from C to M. So open parentheses, C dash M. You will accept only character from C to M small. If you need capital, you should write C capital dash M capital. So you specify the capital and the small. If you need a special character, parentheses, slash, and any special character. Any character that is not a letter or a number, it's a special character. Dot, K dash, anything like that, it's a special character. Okay, so I think regular expression is now very clear. Also, we learned how we can make just a very small JavaScript and run it. According to the time today, we didn't have to run multiple JavaScript code, but inshallah, next week we will have, inshallah, the IT team said they will finish install the software in the lab for this week. So for the next week, we will have a lab on Sunday, inshallah, by 6 p.m. We will start working in the lab, inshallah. We will try to have more practical example on the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and so on. So we just have today this very small example, and inshallah in the exam, in the lab, we will get more. Let me check with you. We still have, I think, less than 5 minutes. So let me just check something. I need to check some questions to get some concept with you. Okay, so I need to get this first. Yeah. Okay, let's see this question. It says here, in this following line, which is documented, the trying line, hello world. The word document the word document is a what? Attribute, behavior, object, method. What do you think? In this line, document, the right line. Document is what? Anyone? Document, Imam, document. Lal, Imam, D. Muhammad, C. Yes, Muhammad, right. Object. If you write anything, dot, so the first should be an object. The first should be an object. Document is an object. Window is an object. All of these are built-in objects inside Java. Okay? So Muhammad Yasser, yes, great. Document and object. If I ask the same question and I ask you right line. Right line is what? Right line, it will be what? No, I don't mean the description. I mean it is attribute or behavior or object or method. Yes, sir? Yes, right. A method, yes, right line and one. Right line is a method. So the first document is an object. After the dot, it will be an method. Okay, but if I say, for example, O dot status equal 0, okay, or equal 1. O is what? O is what? Objects, right? Status. O is objects, right? Status will be what? Status equal 10, equal 1, equal 3. In this case, status will be attributes. The status is an attribute because you said equal anything. Okay? If I say O dot status and make two parentheses like this, okay, here I call a function. So status in this case will be a method. Status, if I have parentheses, here I call a method. So status here is a method, while here it's an attribute. Okay? You got it? Right. Consider this following code. HTML, script type of JavaScript, document, joint line, hello world. Okay? If you have this code, what is the output? What will be the output on the screen? Anyone can type the output? Okay, answer, hello world. It will be written on the screen. Okay. Or what the answer? What do you mean? Nothing. Okay. Okay, you got it, guys. Yes. Yes, that's what I mean. It's a comment. All of the lines are commented. So nothing. The output is nothing. There is no output. Will not be executed. All this are comments. Good. You got it. Very good. Okay. So let me give you another trick. Yes. You will get question like this in the exam. Okay. Right. Check this. Okay. This could have an error. This could have an error. What is the error in this code? Okay, it's script, text JavaScript, variable first number, first number equal window.prompt, enter an integer. Okay, second number, window.prompt, and then third equal first plus second. What is the error? Muhammad, var, what is var? Let me number the lines. Okay, let me number the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The error in which line? The error is in which line? Oh, Muhammad say 3. Okay. Imam 5 and 6 because this 0? No, no. In the prompt, you can specify a default value. He puts the default value here 0. It's okay to write it in double quotation. It's not an error. It's not considered an error. Okay? He just said a default value. So if the box appear on the screen, they will get 0. Muhammad got it right. Muhammad got right. Here's third number. What is this third number? What does it mean? If you need to define a variable, you should type var. You can not define the variable at all. So you should not write this line at all and use it. It will be okay. But if you write third number, you must type var. You can't write a variable without anything. I can type third number equal 5. It's okay. Variable third number, it's okay. But third number only, no, this is an error. So as Muhammad said, it's missing var. Great, Muhammad. Okay, you got it? Line 5 also. Hey, 5 ماله يا ياسر؟ حلو قوي يا ياسر صح. Second number صح؟ انت قصدك على ده. Second number. We didn't define second number before. Yes, it's not an error. We can use a variable that is not defined before. خلي بالك احنا قلنا في المحاضرة الجافا سكريبت انت ممكن تستخدم variable على طول من غير ما تعرفه. اوكي كتبت second number ماشي. الفكرة ان انت هنا اللاين ده كنت كاتب third number وسيمي كولن يعني ايه؟ وسكت. لا كتبت third number equal حاجة ولا عرفت الثird number. امال السطر ده بيعمل ايه؟ ما بيعملش حاجة. السطر ده غلط. انما لما جيت هنا قلت second number equal حاجة خلاص هو هيعرف الفاريبل ويحط فيه القيمة. تمام؟ اوكي. طيب معلش النهارده اعذروني على صوت يا شباب. كان صعب يعني في الشغل وما كنتش مركز معاكم وما لحقتش احضر لكم اجزاء كتيره في الجافا سكريبت بس ان شاء الله بما ان في الحمد لله هيبقى معمل فنلحق نشتغل فيه جزء كبير من العملي ونجرب كده ابلكيشن براحتنا. تمام؟ طيب so all the lecture today is clear. Any questions؟ شكرا لكم جدا والله شكرا لكم شباب. إمام يعني أنت بتسعى للامتحان. طيب بص يعني مش هديكوا كل الأسئلة هحاول أديكوا شوية بس عشان نسيب شوية معانا نجيبها في الامتحان. طيب ربنا ييسر كده هشوفها كده إن شاء الله واحتمال ربنا ييسر على الأسبوع الجاي نبدأ نقول لكم الامتحان هيكفر إيه وهيبقى شكله إزاي ممكن الأسبوع الجاي بإذن الله نتكلم عليه إن شاء الله. تمام؟ شكرا لكم جدا نتقابل الأسبوع الجاي بإذن الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.